Welcome back to our channel and another episode of Living Connected for 11 minutes. We're going to do our best to keep it close to or around 11 minutes this time.
No promises.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. This channel and what we're working on here is we're sharing these stories of connection that people are having with their loved ones who have passed. And we're sharing these because we want all of you out there who have interest in this and have questions and need to feel comforted that life doesn't end after death and that there's more. So that's what the whole purpose of this really is.
Yeah, so the stories that we're about to share will prove that if your heart is open to it.
So stick around. So this first story we're going to share was sent to us from Tara, and we're just going to read these word for word how they sent them to us because we feel like that's important because these messages are from the people who are having these experiences. So we're just going to read it exactly how it was sent in. So this is probably one of the most profound experiences of connection that I've had with my son so far since he left this earth. I've had several and I will share them as time allows. I actually posted this story to YouTube, and I'll share a link to it if you'd like to listen. But here's a summary. When Eli was young, we used to travel out in Southern California all the time because I had family that lived out there. I now live in Dana Point, but moved out here after he was already an adult. He wasn't a huge fan of the beach, but there was one particular location that he really loved called Table Rock, near Laguna. The first time we ever went there, we saw a sign at the top of a big staircase you have to take to get down to the beach. The sign said, "No landing in water after having jumped." I'll share a picture of it below. Eli thought it was really funny, and so did I. Once we got down onto the beach, he found a stick and he played with it the whole time we were down there. At the time, he was probably about 10 or 11. He walked around playing with the stick, then eventually threw it into the ocean and watched it float away. My husband is a photographer, so he took pictures that day, and I framed a series of 3 of them, and they've been on my wall ever since. In February, when I was feeling a really low point of missing him, I decided I wanted to go down to the beach that he loved, and so we did. When we got to the bottom of the stairs, there was a stick just propped right up there on a rock as soon as we walked onto the beach. It was Eli's stick.
That's awesome. And there's pictures for anybody that can watch the video. There's pictures of Eli when he was with the stick when he was a little boy. Mm-hmm. And then I believe a picture of the family on their most recent trip to the same beach. Yeah. And then that stick waiting there for them. Mm-hmm. So cool.
Yeah. Just right when they walked down there, it was like right where they couldn't miss it, Yeah. So thank you, Tara, for sharing that. It's an awesome story. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah, that was beautiful. The story that I'm going to share actually comes from inside the 411 community. So for anybody that doesn't know, Shane and I launched a community called the 411 community, a month and a half
ago?
Couple months ago now. It's flying by. And it's all about living more connected and connecting across the veil, not just with our loved ones, but with what we believe is an entire spirit team. So it's just helping people to open their hearts up to living more connected if they feel called to it. So we believe that living that way helps with life's journeys because we think that life has lots of ups and downs. And ever since we realized that our daughter was still right beside us and that we could live connected with her and with the rest of our spirit team, life has just gotten better. So we want to help people get to that point if they're interested in it because we couldn't find that help when we needed it. So we built the thing that we wished we could have found. Yeah. And we feel like Kenadie, our daughter, helped us.
Yeah, and we think it's important, and we think it's like something that we were all originally intended to do, in our opinion, and something that we've all lost over time, and maybe it's a piece that's missing for you guys out there too, like it was for us. So
yeah, it's definitely a piece of my life that was missing, and that was part of Kenadie's journey. So she crossed over, and then she showed us the way back to this connection. So people inside the community are getting to practice. The whole point of the community is to live more connected. So everything inside of there, energy healings and card readings and guided meditations and visualization practices, and I don't know.
People sharing their experiences on our forum in there. And stuff.
Yeah, it's just helping one another, helping all of us to open up to living more connected. It's also an app, so people can just get in there really easy, read a few stories, and it reminds them to open their heart up to being connected in their own life that day. And then they're seeing things and feeling more connected. And it's just been more magical in these 2 months than I ever imagined. I thought that this was something that over time we would start to feel that, but it's happening right away in there. So we're going to share some of those experiences because they're all stories of connection. The ones that you're sharing and the story and the experiences that people are having inside the community. This whole string of experiences came from one woman named Lisa, and I just want to read you all 3 of these experiences because you can see her journey inside the community, and it ends with a connection moment that's pretty special. So Lisa shared the first thing I believe that she did was energy healing, if I remember correctly. Or no, meditating. So it says, first, I would like to say how great it felt to start meditating again. I was pleasantly surprised how relaxed I felt during the whole meditation. Rachel, your voice was so soothing to me. That's very nice. Because you know how when you hear your own voice, you're like, oh, I wish it sounded different. Mm-hmm. So that's nice. Thank you, Lisa. As I was breathing in and out, my whole body just let go, and I felt absolutely no tension at all. First, my fingers and toes started to tingle, then it moved down my whole arms and legs. My mind had such amazing visuals as you spoke. I feel peaceful and calm throughout my body and mind, which I haven't felt in some time. I will hold the golden glow in my heart and body throughout my day. Love and light. So that was her first experience that she shared with us after she joined the community. And I think she just joined a few weeks ago. This is the second experience that she had. This was with an energy healing session. This morning, I was looking around in the community because I'm a newbie. I saw a replay of last month's energy healing and I was so excited. Rachel's voice is so soothing. Again, thank you. I followed her prompts. I did pretty good, I think. I was trying too hard for something to happen. I felt the roots wrapping around my back, but was unable to get to the funnel. There's kind of like this, like you open up the top part of your head and like it's a funnel, and then the light comes in and then you can be more connected, and I walk everybody through that part of it. I enjoyed every minute of it. I think I just need to be patient. After the energy healing, I did a 5-minute meditation, and I love that too. Thank you for listening, Lisa. So those were her first 2 experiences inside the community, and you can see that in the meditation, she felt calm, but she felt some tingling, but she didn't really feel super connected or anything. It felt nice to her. So she felt nudged to keep going. She did the energy healing and she felt part of the practice, which is getting grounded. And that's supposed to help you open up to having more of an experience, I guess. And she felt that. So then she keeps going, and now she's doing, we did a community gathering last week. And that's just where we share stories about living connected and answer questions inside the community that people have. And at the end, I walked everybody through a connection practice. And this practice was walking through the woods, and you get grounded and you open yourself up, and then you're walking through the woods and you see this cabin. And when you enter the cabin, there's a loved one or whoever you're wanting to connect with. It could be your higher self, your guides, angels, your loved one, whatever you wanted it to be, was waiting for you inside this cabin. So I guided people through this practice, and this is the experience that she had. So it says, hi, it's Lisa. First of all, I would like to share with everyone how grateful I am to be here. Today marked my first monthly community gathering. I am so excited as I am making progress today. During the group meditation, as Rachel was guiding through the path, we stopped at a big tall tree there. As I concentrated on the tree, I felt the long roots attaching to my tailbone. As a child, I had a traumatic injury there. I felt the roots wrapping around it. My body became very warm. My body was vibrating, and my whole body felt warm and tingly. We were instructed to follow the path again. Through the trees, I could see and feel the warm sunshine coming through. That was so soothing. My tailbone was still connected to the rock, very deep in the earth. How odd. I just think that's funny. Because it's like these experiences, they don't always make sense. And you're like, I can still feel that as I'm walking. That's interesting. So I loved how she worded that. As soon as I saw the cabin, I knew it was my brother Gary waiting. I have been asking for a sign for a while, but not ever noticing one. I knew now how I got my sign loud and clear. My body again started vibrating. Also, my heart started aching. I opened the door, walked a few steps, and looked to the right, and there he was. I sat next to him for a while, talking with our minds. I knew the time had come to an end with our visit. We put our hands on our hearts, and the other hand touched the other person's hand while we smiled. While he smiled, he still had that boyish grin. And I said, I'll be back to visit now that I know where you live. On Earth, he built a cabin near Rocky Gap State Park, where there's a huge lake and mountains behind the water. We said our goodbyes for now. That is so special. It just shows this progression that can happen. I mean, I feel like because I wasn't with a community of people that are like-minded, wanting to live connected and kind of egging me on and encouraging me and helping me believe what was happening, it took me so long to feel connected to Kenadie. I can look back now, and from the moment that she passed to the time that I accepted in my heart that I was connected with her, I think it was 1,432 days. Somewhere, give or take, somewhere around there. And it didn't have to be like that. I connected with her so much sooner than that. We were connecting right away. I just wasn't fully trusting it.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking that's what this community is about, is helping people to trust it. So she kept going and she got there.
Yeah.
And that's just awesome. I mean, I read that and was like, this is what we're doing. Like, this is everything.
Yeah. It's all these stories are what the community is all about. Like real people like us and like you guys out there sharing their experiences. Like we always talk about, like, that's where the truth lies to us, is in the experiences that people are having, and that we're like blessed that we can compile all these things together that people are sending us and share it with the world. It's like, I feel like the ultimate messengers being able to share these, you guys' experiences, because I think it's pretty cool and really important and super helpful, we hope, to people out there. So that's why we're doing these. But anyway, we're already probably past our 11-minute mark for this one. So
wow, that went fast.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick. That's why it's hard to
that's
get
why
everything into one.
Living connected for 11 minutes is never actually 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's more like 25 minutes.
We're doing good this time.
Yeah.
We're close. So thank you guys for being here. We've got lots going on, so you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook. Of course, here on YouTube, if you subscribe. That really helps us. I don't know much about it.
To subscribe and like our videos helps a lot. And just watching our videos is awesome. We appreciate it.
Yeah, all the way through, I think, makes a big difference.
Yeah, I know, if you guys stuck around and you're hearing this, that means you made it to the end of the video. So thank you for making it to the end. And we're going to keep doing these and probably some other things on here too. So if you're interested, subscribe and you will get our videos when we post new ones available to you. So
yeah, we'll do 1 or 2 a week usually is kind of the plan that we've got. And that the community is there for anybody that wants to check it out. And I mean, that's where our hearts really are lying, is inside that community. We're there every single day talking with people, answering questions, sharing experiences. I wake up in the morning excited to jump into the community. It's definitely where Kenadie has guided me to. So if you guys want to check it out, it's 411together.com, and we'll see you there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.